Hey y'all, today I'm going to be filming the makeup challenge where I only use my fingers to put on my makeup. I'm really excited about this challenge because it's been going around the internet for quite some time now. I don't know who started this trend, truly. I wish I could give credit to someone. If you guys know who started this trend, then let me know and I'll give them credit, but I've seen so many people do it at this point and it just really got me inspired to try it myself. And I mean, I used to do most of my makeup with my fingers anyway, so for me, I don't think it'll be too much of a challenge, but I really wanted to make this video just to also show you guys that doing your makeup with just your fingers and not really any other tools or brushes or anything like that is totally possible and you can totally achieve it. So let's just get started. I'm going to first start out with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and as my things are falling off my table, I will try and stay more organized, which... there we go. Alright, so yeah, Photo Focus Foundation in Nude Ivory, that's my shade. I also like Rose Ivory as well. This is my second bottle of this. And since this comes with a paddle, actually, okay, before I get started, that got me thinking. I guess I should specifically say that this is gonna be more of like, I'm just not using brushes, you know what I mean? So, for example, like when I do my eyebrows, I'm gonna use the eyebrow pencil and the spoolie on the other end. I'm not gonna take like my finger and an eyeshadow and like do my brows like that. I mean, maybe that's cheating, I don't know, but I'm kind of turning this into my own twist on the challenge, so bear with me, you'll see what I mean as I go on. So anyway, starting out with the Photo Focus Foundation, I'm just gonna dot this all over. You could also like spread it around as well with the paddle, but I'm gonna dot it and see how that goes. I think that's how I used to, when I used to use the Maybelline foundation, I ran out of that the other day. I would like put it on the back of my hand since it doesn't come with a pump. Like I would dump it on the back of my hand and then just use my finger to dot it all over anyway. So I feel like that's gonna be my preferred method for this. And yeah, so back in the day, oh, I have these hair clips, I'm gonna use those. Sorry if I look silly, but these are really helpful. These are from Sephora. I used to put my foundation on with my fingers anyway, so for me, this isn't like a really weird thing to do. I mean, once makeup sponges started becoming, you know, big again, I mean, I used the little cosmetic, like the throwaway sponges and the triangle shaped sponges before like the Beauty Blender was out. And I really liked those, honestly. I mean, then they were sanitary, they were clean, and you didn't have to wash them. You could use them a couple times and then, you know, I'd spray them with alcohol in between uses, and those works just fine. But now, I mean, everyone's all about the Beauty Blender, and I've had them used on me before. Like when I had my friend do my makeup once, we were just playing around. She had a Beauty Blender and I loved the way it felt, but I've just never brought myself to spend $20 on a sponge that you have to replace like, you know, every couple of months or a couple times a year, and I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. So see, like the coverage is still there if you use your fingers, and if you like just gently blend and not tug on your skin, it works just as well. So I'm not afraid to use my fingers for my foundation. And for concealer too, because it honestly, like, it almost melts the product into your skin a little better. So I might add, no, I think that's good, you know? So you guys can clearly see it. So next I will use concealer, and I have two right here. I think I'll try and use both and see how they work. They're both from Cover FX. I really like their concealers, at least for acne and like around the face. Under the eyes, I'll probably use my MAC Prep and Prime, but yeah, so this is the Cover FX Perfect Pencil. This is really good for like those little tiny spots that you don't want to apply like a lot of Shape Tape to, or this next concealer to. This is the Cover FX Blemish Treatment Concealer. So this doesn't have any acne treatment medication in it, but this one does. So let's see, I'll try and use this smaller one first because I don't think I've used it on my channel yet. So I'll just show you guys what I do. I just kind of dot it as little as I can, and I have a lot of spots, so I'm not going to do every single one, but just to show you guys that you can achieve this look if you have a lot of acne or a little acne or just redness or dark spots or freckles or sunspots and stuff like that, that you can totally use like stick products and just use your fingers to blend them out. I think that's what's also cool about this challenge going around. It just kind of shows that you don't need to spend a lot of money on brushes if you don't want to, you know. You can totally achieve a a beautiful makeup look and you don't need brushes, you know? Maybe not the most, you know, intricately detailed look, but you can survive and you can get by. So I'm just patting out and rubbing on the dots that I put on top of the spots that I have, and I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, you know, just get the spots that bug you the most, I guess, and then be happy with the rest, you know. Let's see if there's any. I don't think I need to use my acne one right now. I just wanted to show you guys that I like that pencil. So, alright, let's see what's next. I'll do my under eye concealer. Yeah, I think I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. I've loved this for a long time. I'm going to probably need another new one soon. But this blends out so easily with brushes, with sponges, and fingers. I've used it several different ways, you know, depending on where I am and if I'm traveling, if I didn't bring any brushes, or if I'm just in a rush. Yeah, I really like that. So I'm just going to use my ring finger. Oh, sorry. Stuff's falling off my chair right here. So I'm putting this on my lid as well, just to brighten up my eyes. I think I'll do my brows next. Oh, sorry if I'm not in frame. I'm doing my best. I'm still learning about this whole YouTube thing, so forgive me if I'm not the best out there, but yeah, see this stuff? It blends in so quickly and seamlessly, and they come in, they have a yellow one. I think they might just have a pink and a yellow one. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, that whole touche eclat from YSL is, you know, it's beautiful and it's a big trend and everyone loves it, but it's like $42. But these MAC Prep and Primes are, you know, just as good. I mean, they don't come in like actual skin tone shades, but they're good for like under concealer too if you want to do that. Okay, anyway, moving on. Oh, so I will do my brows next. You guys already know what I use. The MAC Volux Brow Liner Strawberry Blonde. So I'm just gonna comb through really quick. See, I don't think this is cheating because I'm not using a brush and I'm not using an extra tool. It comes on here. So anyway, whatever y'all think is fine, but I wanted to create my own little spin on this challenge and turn it into something that's actually like doable and attainable and not just like for like shock value or whatever. I mean, that's fine if you do that too. I just wanted to do it my way, you know? That's what's cool about this platform is you can create your own variation on things and have a good time with it. So just a couple little hair-like strokes and then brush through it one more time, and then I'll set it with my MAC Clear Brow Set. Super quick, super easy, nothing fancy, you know? I mean, anyone could do that. Just follow your natural brow hairs. And just quick setting. And then we'll move on to the next thing. Alright. So I think I'm gonna do bronzer next. Oh, and another thing that I'll mention now before you guys like say anything about it. This is a good, I mean, this is more suitable for products that are like cream based or pencil based or crayon based, whatever you want to call it, just because I think that's a little more easy to work with your fingers on and less so for powders. It's a little difficult. So this is the, sorry, I should show you the top of it. This is the Chanel, you know, Soleil Tan de Chanel, and you can use this with a brush, sponge, fingers. I'm just gonna rub my fingers in like that just a little bit, and I'm just gonna kind of softly like bronze and contour the side of my face. And I used to do that with this all the time before I used that Real Techniques brush with it. But see, I mean, you can go with as little or as much as you like, you know, and it blends in pretty well. You can tap it also. I'm just using like my middle, my ring finger, and see, that's just, it just adds a little bit of color. You don't need like, you don't need a lot. It's kind of weird on my other side, but you know, you get the gist. Just find what works for you. And there's only one color in this product. I don't know if I explained that the other times that I've used it on camera, but that is the one flaw. Like, this isn't really only good for, you know, fair to light to medium skin tones. And I'm gonna go a little bit down my nose as well, just to add a little bit of color, you know, balance everything out. Cause when I get in the sun, my nose is like the first thing that like gets red or tanned. I don't really get tan, I just kind of get red, but, and then I'll just do a little bit, same fingers, same little swirling motion, and I'm gonna go a little bit on my temples, see? So I'm just gonna kind of dot it and then blend it in. And I'm gonna really try and focus that on the hairline too, because I don't want there to be like any gaps or space. That'll look a little odd and a little more obvious, but see, and it blends in so quickly, and it kind of dries down to a powdery-ish finish. So it's not like, I mean, I have oily skin, so normally I don't usually like a lot of cream products, but the couple that I've found and that I'm using in this video I really enjoy. So, you know, there you go. And I'll put that away. And then next, let's see, what should I do next? Okay, I'll do my cheek highlight just because we're on the cheeks right now. So, as I've explained in other videos before as well, this is the Lancome Glow Subtil Silky Cream Highlighter in Buff Lights. And I went into Sephora the other day and they didn't have this particular shade, so I don't know if they still have it in stores, but I'm pretty sure they still sell it online. So, if you're my skin tone or lighter, I think you'll really like this. So, I'm just gonna use my middle finger here, go around a couple times, and then just tap this on as I would do any other time. So it's just a nice, soft, beautiful highlight, and it doesn't make you look like an oil slick, you know, but it totally brightens the face, and it's just beautiful and lovely. So again, a little bit on the other side. You don't need a lot of it, and it just blends like a dream. I mean, it doesn't require much effort or work, and you don't need to brush with it. So I'm just kind of going in that C shape on the side of my temples and on the top of my cheekbones, around my brow a little bit, and I'll just take whatever's left over my finger down the bridge of my nose. I don't really like emphasizing my nose, but that's about as much as I'll do. And then, okay, the fun part, I think, coming up now is the eye makeup. So I really love these ColourPop Super Shock shadows. These are like a really cool cream to powder texture as well, kind of like that bronzer that I just used. And I think I'm just gonna go in again, like swirl my middle finger around this shade. Oh, this is Boy Band, by the way. So you really, like, look how pigmented that is. It's pretty, but you don't need a lot. Oops, got an eyelash, there we go. And I'm just gonna see, like, I think I might have put too much on it. Yeah, I'm gonna put the other on my other eye. And so these blend out beautifully. So the cool thing about these is they kind of give you a little bit of time to work with them. You don't have to be, like, you don't have to rush when you first put them on. And if I apply, you know, too much, I'll just take one of my clean fingers and just blend around it. So place the color where you want it first and then blend, and then you can just like almost wipe it off if you put on a little too much. So see, like out here, I'm just gonna kind of blend the outside, and then I'm gonna put a powder on top of this too to set it. So don't worry about like being super duper precise, because we're gonna go in with another powder on top, powder eyeshadow I mean. So there, that eye's done, and then I still have time to work with this side. So that's pretty neat about these eyeshadows. I only have a couple of them, so I want to try more. And I think I will one day, but just haven't gotten around to it. I don't like to buy a lot of eyeshadows because I know what I like. And see, I'm just gonna blend this outer part a little bit because I kind of went a little too far out of my eye. But anyway, as I was saying, I don't really like to buy a lot of eyeshadows because it takes so long to go through them, and I know which ones I like, and I've had the same ones for a really long time. So it's got to be really like a cool, unique color for me to try it and buy it. But these ColourPop ones are like $5 each, so that's pretty cheap. Alright, anyway, so the cream eyeshadow is done, and then I think I'm gonna go in. So unfortunately the eyeshadow I'm gonna show you is like discontinued, but you can find other colors similar to it. I'm just gonna use this one because it's nice. It's from MAC, and it's from their old Peacocky collection. I don't even know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but anyway, it's a nice deep, cooler tone brown, and it's a little bit shimmery, so it matches this perfectly. So this is just to set the lid, and I'm just gonna go in a little bit with my finger and just lightly like go over it so I can set the eyeshadow, and so it doesn't crease, and so it doesn't, you know, move all over the place. And again, take a clean finger and just, you know, go around the edges and blend it out. And I don't know, for me, I like just using like single eyeshadows all over the lid, and I think that's great and fine, and doesn't need to be too fancy. And I'll put an inner corner highlight in there too, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But, so now I'm gonna go in again on the other eye. I mean, MAC eyeshadows are so pigmented, you can use them with your fingers, you can use them with brushes, and they blend so well. So definitely a staple in my collection, at least. And see, it's just a nice, like, while yes, it's a deep color, it's still a nice, like, just simple wash of color all over the lid, and you don't need to do anything else. And I brought an eyeliner out here, but I don't even think I'm going to use it because I like the way that this is going to just look with mascara. So, oh, you know what? I forgot to bring my mascara out here. All right, well, I'll pause and get that in a second. But anyway, so I think I'm just going to take my other clean index finger and go around the edges. And I think this looks fine. You know, maybe this isn't for everyone, but in terms of this, you know, challenge that we're doing here, just gonna kind of try and get that off my fingers. In terms of this challenge, I think that it's doable, you know, and it's realistic. So, all right, what next? Okay, so now for the inner corner highlight, I just have my NARS Albatross sitting around, so I figured I'd use that. And it's a nice, like, white gold, so it'll have a nice contrast with the eyeshadow on the lid. So I'm gonna take my ring finger and just, like, stamp it right there. Let's see, I'm gonna try to blend that out as well a little bit so it's not so stark. But see, you can use powders with your fingers as well. I'm not gonna use a setting powder, but I think that's fine. For the sake of this look, it's okay, you know. And if you're using cream to powder products, they tend to just set themselves, so you don't really need one unless you have really oily skin, which I kind of do, but for today, I'm willing to put up with it. I'm not gonna be like out in the heat or anything. So yeah, see, I think that looks good. All right, and what else? Oh, okay, so since I'm not gonna do eyeliner, I'll do my lips right now, and then I'll come back when I have my mascara on, and you guys will see the finished product. So for the last step that you guys are gonna see, I'm just gonna use my CoverGirl Lip Perfection Lip Liner in Passion. So a nice red, and then I'm gonna use Anastasia of Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Spicy on top. So, you know, for the simple eye that we're doing, I feel like a bold lip is, you know, it balances it out. And I'm just gonna line the outside of my lips. I'm not gonna fill them in because I don't think I need to today. So nice and simple. And you can overline your lips too if you want, but I'm not going to. I'm not good at that. Alright. Cool, so we have our outer base down, and then liquid lipstick in Spicy. I love this color. See, one swipe, and you're done. And if you want to layer up more, you can, but I think we're good. So I'm gonna go grab my mascara, I'm gonna put that on, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I added my mascara. This is the finished look. I'm super happy with it, and you know, it's like you guys saw, it's pretty easy and achievable, and it's nice, you know. The bold lip, you know, balances out the simple eye look, and you could use, you know, whatever lips you want to use, and you could add a cream blush if you had one. As you guys noticed, I didn't use a blush today because I don't have a cream or a liquid blush or like a stick blush. I just don't have any of those. And you could try using a powder if you wanted to. I mean, I could have, but I just, you know, wasn't feeling it that today, and it's totally fine. But yeah, you can also add eyeliner if you want. I brought out two options that I thought I might use today, but I just didn't end up deciding to do that. I have the Sephora crayon. It's the waterproof, you know, nude eyeliner. That would go really great with this, you know, it would make your eyes just pop that much more. Or you could use a brown or a black, you know. I was also thinking about using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glad on Pencil and Bourbon, but again, I just wasn't feeling it today, and I don't think this look needed it, you know, for the mood that I'm in. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!